Hello and welcome back to ASX Market Watch. I know it has been a while since the last time I've given you an update on the ASX Top 200 and the Dow Jones, which are two of my favourite barometers for looking at which way the market is heading. It has been a while, yes, but look, in all honesty, the market has been consolidating for approximately 1.5 months so far. In my last review, I said it probably will consolidate for around 2 months. So, because we're getting to the end of that 2 months that I thought the market would consolidate for, I thought I'd give you an update and where we're likely to head in the future, including where we're at now. In fact, quite frankly, it's extremely exciting because this little pattern here is an extremely exciting pattern for me. I'm just waiting for it to break out, and once it does, I'm quite sure we're going to see at least a little bit more upside. There are a lot of financial planners out there calling for more downside and that the market's going to head into another recession or maybe a depression. Quite frankly, all I'm going to do is follow the chart, and I'm going to wait for the chart to tell me that. So, where are we at the moment? Let's have a look. Well, first of all, we're looking at the ASX Top 200. I'll check out the Dow as well, just quickly for you guys. As always, I've got my longer term uptrend line. We've got our higher peaks and higher troughs, and here's our second trough, so we've got our longer term uptrend line. Because of this, we've got, our support line at around 4,500. So in all honesty, if the market closes below, this is the ASX Top 200, if it closes below 4,500, that would be a bearish signal for us at the moment. As you can see, the market is up around 4,700, so it's got a way to go. Now, this is the interesting part, because check out this beautiful little downtrend line that we've got on the daily chart of the ASX Top 200. Now, we've got at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe more points where the market has bounced off this downtrend line. It's absolute poetry. Now, if we've got a valid downtrend line, guys, what happens when the market crosses it? Well, basically, that's a bullish signal. That's a sign to buy. Now, what will happen is if the market goes through this downtrend line and crosses above the previous peak, which is at 4,800. So 4,800, in all honesty, that is the magic level for us right now. If the market crosses above that, that is a bullish signal for me. I am going to be looking for a lot of bullish signals to start coming into the stocks within this indice. So any stock in the top 200, I'll be looking for an entry signal as soon as I get that entry signal in the overall market. Why? Because 3 out of 4 stocks will follow the overall market. If you hadn't guessed, I've probably told you 100 million times already. And look, in all honesty, it's a simple way of looking at the market, but it really does work. Now, why can we do all this? Because we've crossed our downtrend line. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points it's touched on this downtrend line. It crossed it in July 2009, had this great run up, and now we're looking to cross a shorter term downtrend line and get a shorter term up move, no doubt. So what else have we got here? Okay, one last point on the ASX Top 200 is if anyone follows Elliott Wave, which I have studied quite intensively, I have a very simple method of determining the Elliott Wave, but it also does predictions. So this is going to be a quick Elliott Wave count for you guys. As you know, or hopefully if you've looked into it in any detail whatsoever, you've got 5 waves. So we've got wave 1 right here. I'm just going to enlarge this for you. So we've got 1, this is our first wave, 2, 3, 4, this is our 4th wave here. So basically we're in a wave 4 pattern right at the moment. And in all honesty, wave 4 patterns usually are consolidation patterns, like in a straight line, like in a sideways movement. So quite frankly, it's happening exactly as it should. Now, the way we determine how far a wave 5 will move, which is my little box up here, stay with me guys, this is I know this is a little bit confusing, but trust me, it's worthwhile getting into Elliott Wave if you want to look at predictions. And I know I don't always tell you guys to look at predictions, but sometimes they can be useful. Now, a wave 5 will usually run between 50% and 75% of your wave 3, which is this one. So between 50% and 75%, that is around 5,100 to 5,300. So if we get our bullish signal, as I said before with the trend line, you can look for the market to go to 5,100 to 5,300. That is my personal call. That's how I will personally be trading, and you can use that if you want to, or you can discard it. I don't mind. I won't be offended, trust me. But yeah, just thought I'd give you an insight into how I'm actually looking at this market. I'm looking for a decent run up to, a couple of 100 points here. Now, next, just quickly the Dow Jones. Again, we've got our uptrend on the Dow Jones, but an interesting little phenomenon which I thought I'd draw your attention to, the long-term downtrend line on the Dow Jones average. This is a daily chart, by the way. Now, as you can see, the longer-term downtrend line, it's just, basically, we're right on it. We're right on this downtrend line, and you know what happens when we hit a trend line? Usually it will give us support or resistance. So what I'm thinking at the moment is that the market is going to find resistance at around 10,500 for the Dow Jones. I know it doesn't look like that at the moment, and quite frankly, if the market doesn't find resistance there, then keep buying, keep buying stocks if you keep getting entry signals, so long as you trade by your rules, of course, keep trading by your trading rules that you've practiced and have back tested. A bearish signal for the Dow Jones would be across below the uptrend line here and across below the previous trough. So still looking at around 9,600 for a bearish signal on the Dow Jones. We've got a lot of leeway there, which is always a good sign. It's quite a bullish sign. So guys, thank you very much for dropping by. I know it's been quick. It was only 2 things, but there's a lot of opportunity that's coming up. And that's why I love consolidation patterns, because the market never consolidates forever. I know that's a little bit of a strange sentence. The market won't consolidate forever, and when it does break out, it usually goes. That's when our gains are made, basically. So happy trading to you all. I hope it's helped. And if you want to drop by the website www.asxmarketwatch.com, please do. All the tools are there for free. And I hope you have a great week.